People often ask me why I believe in God, and I get it. We live in a world that tries to explain everything away with logic or numbers. And to many it is a satisfying ego trip to consider others dumb for believing in something they can't see, instead of trying to understand their reasons. For me, believing in God isn't about a maybe or a hope so. It's the lens through which I see the world, and the solution to the current state of the world. It goes deeper than just blind faith. I'm not here to judge anyone or tell you that you're wrong for having questions. To be honest, the only perfect judge is God, and that's a job I'm happy to leave to Him. But I wanted to share 3 reasons why I believe that God is the correct belief. First, I look at the world and I don't see a giant accident. I see something specifically, magically detailed. Just think about the birth of a baby for a second. To me, that's the ultimate proof. We as humans can literally participate in giving life. We can help create an entire human being from scratch. People try to break that down into biology and chemistry, but when you're standing there witnessing it, it doesn't feel like physical randomness. It feels like magic. It's spiritual. There's a spark of the divine in that process that science can't quite capture. When I see that, I don't see a coincidence. I see a creator who wanted life to be a beautiful, intentional gift that unfortunately humans in their free will corrupted with their ego desires. The second reason to my belief is the example of Jesus Christ. Now, I always encourage people to study different religions and paths. I think exploring is part of the journey. I did it as well. I will make a separate video about that. But for me, Jesus is the one who gave the world the most context for what love actually is. Historically and spiritually, He's the best representation of what God actually intended for us. It's like God knew we'd need a guide if humans refused to understand, so He provided a direct blueprint to follow. Jesus didn't just tell us to love, He showed us how to love when it's hard, when it's sacrificial, and when it's unconditional. He gives us a goal to aim for and an explanation for why we're even here. Out of everything I've ever studied, His life is the most fitting evidence of God's vision for what love is represented in a human. Finally, there's the reality of how we live our lives. I truly believe that without God as our foundation for morality, we get trapped in life. When you don't have that higher purpose, your ego starts calling the shots, which is the majority of people. And the ego is selfish. It focuses on transactional love, where you only give if you're getting something back. It leads to a cycle of blaming others, judging people, and constantly justifying our own mistakes. When people get stuck in that ego loop, their growth stunts. The world starts feeling cold. But when we focus on a collective love that comes from a purpose bigger than ourselves, everything changes. It's about loving because it's our design, not because of what's in it for us. That's what keeps the world from becoming a cold place. So, those are my reasons. Like I said, I'm not here to condemn anyone's path. That's not my place. I just know what I've seen, experienced, and what I feel in my soul. I have experienced a lot of cruelty from others in this life, and it always tied back to them missing these 3 things. Being disconnected from belief in God, people not having an exact divine example to follow in Jesus, and people not having God as their foundation for morality. I'll be sharing more reasons as we go. I appreciate you guys listening, and I hope it helps in any way. This has been Sun's Shadow, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love.